This is Deb Helfrich, hashtag Redhead to She-Hulk, and I'm the founder of hashtag Wellbeing Philosophy. And I am, in all seriousness, about to occupy Carnegie Mellon. 2 months ago, I departed Seattle to be here on site before the end of the spring semester to send off some emails. I mean, I talk to people in person, I'd call, but it's work from home. So I sent off 18 emails to various professors and support services around the university looking to share my intellectual property as somebody with a better definition of consciousness. I have sorted the hard problem of consciousness into an easy problem and then done the logic. Get the math. Good as math. We can't even get basic things about life correct in the current schema of the world. Math is not solving human health. Math is not solving human potential, and math is not solving human well-being. I have created a unifying theory of human energy, potential, and well-being based on the philosophical hypothesis of bioelectricity. 2 years ago, when I turned 50, I could barely walk or talk. I used the theories that I am trying to share with the world to save my own life, and I am certain that I can save many, many, many other lives by talking about how we think about thinking about being human. Now, the complexity of this is I just have to bust a number of paradigms. 1 + 1 = 2, for example. Now, it is true that that is how stuff works. But when it comes to life, in every molecule of carbon-based life, from a single-celled amoeba up to humans, operates on a different kind of math. The math of life is 1 + 1 = 3. 1 man + 1 woman equals a third baby. You see, life moves. Life rarely stays still, unless you're humans and you've been bred in corporate cubicle captivity mode. But life moves and life reproduces. You get something for nothing, but no chicken for free. This world has gone bonkers with plantation capitalism, and it's all integrated. It is a complex theory that I've created that talks about, essentially, once you see consciousness correctly and you get the appropriate sunlight dappling through the trees at the appropriate moment, once you understand that consciousness is simply bioelectricity, you do the logic for everything else from that moment on. You've got to save consciousness. You cannot be harming consciousness. That's the first rule of life. First, do no harm to any molecule of life. Much of what we see and do and the way that the world works, even here on this idyllic, peaceful campus, it's being done to make money. Things are being done to put money in the bank accounts of just a few people. Now you can do good things. This is my first place of employment here, Hunt Library. The consensus is that at 52, I can't just show up here and occupy Carnegie Mellon and get a job as a visiting scholar. Be reasonable. I've been admonished. Was it reasonable for me, as somebody who struggled to get out of my tiny hometown, try and find some place where I could begin to figure out how to express the complexity that I lived with every day? Was it reasonable for me to go? State of Ohio, you've screwed up your math. I'm going to graduate in 3 years. Thank you very much. That was not reasonable. But it worked. And I got accepted early decision into Carnegie Mellon. Feel right now like I should have went to Stanford. That was my second choice. The guidance counselor at my tiny little high school refused to send my transcript to Stanford because I had already got accepted early decision. If I wanted to pay the $45 it would have cost to apply, then I had every right to have also known whether I could get into Stanford. These petty tyrants and their rules. You know, everything was like, well, I'm busy, it's finals week. No, we've already done the summer RAs. No, you gotta apply for 3 semesters down the road. It's like, I just figured out how to stay alive. And I'm trying to share that with the entirety of humanity by doing stand-up philosophy. Now, what I need is to put on my oxygen mask, to have a period of stability in a home, be a dorm room, I don't care. And I need to meet people and talk about this day after day after day after day. I have been pushed to my brink of doing something beyond my conception of something I can do. And as you can see, campus is empty. What am I considering doing? Pulling my vehicle off of the patrolled, pay for parking, download the app area, and occupying Carnegie Mellon. I got Z right here with me. Hello, Z. Thank you for co-starring. I got an outlet and a porta potty. It's almost like they want me here. And it is, again, HSS, College of Humanities and Social Sciences, which I graduated from 30 years ago. Pull out the ID if you want me to. CFA, which I'm trying to learn a little bit from right now. Right in front of my first place of employment, where I'm trying to invent my next place of employment. Innovate it. Have I mentioned start me a tab? I know how we can, as the university, create a project that will get us $10 to $50 million from LinkedIn/Microsoft. Doing the right thing. Doing the thing that gets people into jobs without layers and layers of stupid petty tyrant and parasite middlemen. I've got ideas that will change the real world in real ways using life-centric thinking. The foundational app. Hashtag wellbeing philosophy. Life-centric thinking. First, do no harm to any molecule of life. Use the math of life. Use evolutionary logic. Chicken versus egg. What you think? Conundrum? Hard to solve? We know the answer. You know the answer. We beg not answering the question by saying how it's impossible to figure out. It is so not impossible to figure out. It happened. We have chickens. So, reverse engineering, we pick one. Most adults pick a chicken. Surprisingly. Out of 10 people I may have asked over the time, 7 of them pick chicken. The other three just like, oh, I can't answer. This is such a complex question. This is what hyperdigitization has done to the thinking power of adults in the U.S. hypocrisy. So being the only one who's like, well, but all right, I'm going to pick the egg. Eggs are wombs for chickens. Wombs precede actual chicks and chickens. So, wombs, chicken eggs, going forward. Where did the first chicken egg come from? So you always ask that third question. 1 + 1 = 3. Philosophy is not either or. Philosophy is if, then, therefore. All right, I got it. First chicken egg, where'd it come from? A reptile. I don't want to play this game out any longer. You should know that. All right, so Zanzi's being occupied by ants right now. Be perfect. It's going to be perfect. This is really perfect. I just got to have the balls to go pull the trooper up here. I don't have anywhere else to go. And I certainly can't imagine, given what I've experienced, that there's anywhere else where I can take this complexity, this matrixed embodied intelligence, and bring it forth to the world. I mean, you push people and push people and push people in the U.S. of hypocrisy. You tell them they can't be who they are, they can't be who they are, until people snap. And this is me snapping. This little concrete area, I'm gonna just pull my trooper up in here. Hard problem of consciousness sorted. New definitions of chronic disease and enviro-mental wellness. Billions of dollars in integrated body, mind, soul, do-it-yourself well-being tools. Placebo tools. Yes, I can pivot the placebo effect into placebo tools. That's money, that's money, that's money. I need some data. I'm a philosopher. I got hypotheses, R.I. And I need some data. I need some strategic collaborators. I need to have a lot more discussions about this. So I learn how to present it so people don't constantly go, you know, Deb, I think I'm a smart person, but I am not smart enough to follow you. That's essentially what I get. I'm neurodiverse, by the way. Neurocomplexity in my own lexicon of hyphenated, precise words. Neurocomplex I am. I have severe brain dysfunction, unable to walk and talk. This is the problem with, I was thinking of doing a series here with this. It's really hard for me to remember what I've said in one video versus another video. Lost 150 pounds in 15 months after turning 50. Sitting in a Target parking lot did not intersect me with a patron. I had 2 conversations, actually. That's not bad for me. We got another dog on the way. Zanzi's taking a nap. I think I might need to hold on to her. Harmony.